Before we start massaging the neck and jaw, let's do a couple of little self-assessments. So open your mouth, see how that feels. Clench your jaw. How do those muscles feel? And we're hoping that some of these things feel better afterwards. Smoother, easier, gentler. Humming. After I do this, the sound that I make humming changes. And take a couple breaths through your nose. Perhaps afterwards you'll be able to breathe a little bit easier, especially if you're feeling a little congested in your nose. Those are probably the main ones. So let's take a ball, something yayish, a little bit squishy ideally would be great, like not a really hard lacrosse ball, because you have like some gentle structures in your neck that you don't want to like bang a lacrosse ball in. So a couple of key anatomy features. Your sternocleidomastoid is this big V muscle on each side. You can grab it and pull it. Is always a nice technique. If you just want to hang out, give yourself a squeeze on occasion. So you can certainly rub something hard along that. You'll probably be okay. Your throat, notice that your throat moves a little bit. Sometimes it clicks. Pretty cool. So you'll probably feel that moving. So don't be alarmed. Okay, anyway, take a ball. I'm going to use my little Franklin ball and place it right underneath your ear, sort of like in front, down in front of the ear. You can add a little bit of pressure and then lift your chin up and over the ball. And you're going to think of like sliding the ball a little bit and then roll the ball under your jawline. So if you have a big ball, it's going to fill up the whole space. This ball is just going to get the top half. I'm going to keep sliding and rolling the ball under my jawline, allowing my chin to go up and over. So as I get to the throat, you're going to feel the throat being pushed a little bit off to the side. And then we'll continue over, sliding and rolling. I'm sliding as much as possible and then rolling when I can't slide anymore. So we're getting kind of a shearing of the skin. Whew. All right, that was one path. So now I'm going to go the other way, exact same thing. So with the ball, apply a little bit of pressure, slide the skin towards the jaw, and then lift the jaw up and over the ball. When I can't slide my skin anymore, then I'm going to roll the ball to continue traveling along the jawline. Push the throat gently to the side as you cross the center line. And I'm going to continue all the way to the other ear. Now you can certainly do that a couple times. And if you have a bigger ball, you can do the same thing. Just mash and squeeze. And it just feels a little bit different. So if you have a couple of different balls, play around with them and see what feels good. Because now this is getting my whole neck in a more, it actually feels a little bit more aggressive because it can pull more skin. So I'm pushing in, it's getting a hold of my skin and giving it a little bit of almost a spiraling effect as it travels around. Okay. You can do that a couple of times if you'd like. Maybe go ahead and see if anything changed in your jaw. Do you feel any smoother? You can try breathing or humming. Maybe a little bit. Okay, thumb. I like the thumb, but lying down you may prefer a ball, or if your thumb have issues, try a ball instead. So let's start in the middle, right under your chinny chin. And just slide your thumbs, your fingertips back in there. Note how that feels. You might be able to kind of slide some muscles and tissue around. Now with this area in particular, you have lots of delicate structures, especially over here, some nerves and such. So instead of like mashing and being aggressive, let's think of like following the direction of ease. So notice where your skin, your muscles allow your fingers to travel, and just follow that. So my body is just letting my fingers travel this way. And then if you find a kind of a stopping point, a way to reassess and get started again is to apply a little bit of pressure and then just push in different directions like a compass or a clock. And then once you find a place that feels a little bit easier, just sink into that direction of ease. You don't want to push into the hard spots. By going into the direction of ease, you're going to kind of pull the hard spots away. The key here is going really slow. So you can explore the entire area under your jawline and to the base of your neck here, the top of your neck, and just find a place that you want to kind of spend some time, apply a little pressure, and don't force anything. Slow and listening and being gentle is better. If you feel like you get stuck, you can just hang out and breathe. You can maybe move your tongue around or your jaw. Okay, that was pretty fast, but just move things slowly to kind of help nudge the tissue along. Ooh. Yeah, I always keep coming back to the center here, being pretty stiff. You might find a lot of stuff back here where the skull and your jaw are pretty close together. It's usually a pretty gnarly section with the meat of your sternocleidomastoid, this muscle here coming up in there. So dig in behind your jawline, between the muscle and the bone, and then start traveling towards your chin. You'll likely find some good stuff in there. Oh yeah, that feels great. Ooh. I'm applying a fair amount of pressure, but trying to be slow and not aggressive because, as I mentioned earlier, there are some nerves around here. You don't want to be poked aggressively. Ooh. All right, we could spend a long time doing this, but let's go ahead and pause and just see how you feel. Open and close your jaw. That definitely helped me move a little bit smoother, easier. See humming. Yeah, I feel like I can make a higher pitched tone. Maybe breathing a little bit easier. It wasn't tough before. I can breathe a little bit deeper, easier into my back ribs. Feels lovely. Okay, so give those techniques a try. Let me know how it goes. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me.